Creation, question mark, a cosmic model, birth of matter and mind, two cycles. Hello and welcome. I am Somnath Bhattacharyya. Today I am excited to take you through the first chapter of my book Evolution, Classical Philosophy Meets Quantum Science. This chapter is titled Creation, question mark, a cosmic model, a birth of matter and mind, two cycles. This is more than just a beginning. It's the philosophical and scientific heartbeat of the book. In the next few minutes, we'll dive into how ancient cosmology and quantum thoughts converge to explain not only how the universe may have emerged, but why. The mystery of creation. Creation, what is it really? Is it a one time event like the Big Bang or an ongoing process, always evolving, expanding, and returning? Ancient Indian philosophy teaches us that creation is cyclical, not linear, that everything from the stars to the human mind emerges, evolves, dissolves, and is reborn. Two cycles, matter and mind. Let me introduce the dual-cyclic model, the core of this chapter. On one hand, we have the cycle of matter. It's about physical evolution, atoms, galaxies, planets and bodies, etc. On the other, we have the cycle of mind, the evolution of awareness, thought, and consciousness. These are not separate, they are intertwined, like fire and smoke or space and time. When we reflect on our birth from water in the womb to thoughts in the brain, we realize these cycles shape everything. The cosmic womb. Water, heat, and the Trinity. Before birth, we float in the water of the womb. That fluid, warm, silent, cosmic represents Thomas, inertia. The fluid flow gives Rogers, improvement, movement, and life itself begins sattva, balance. These three gunas, tamas, rajas, and sattas, are the building blocks of reality echoed in physics as mass, energy, and equilibrium. We are born the cosmic womb, water, heat, and the Trinity. Before birth, we float in the water of the womb. That fluid, warm, silent, cosmic, represents tamas or inertia. The blood flow gives rajas, the movement, and life itself brings sattva, balance. These three gunas, tamas, rajas, and sattva, are the building blocks of reality echoed in physics as mass, energy, and equilibrium. We are born from an ellipsoid, a sacred shape found in cosmic eggs, in fire rituals, and in quantum models. From the egg emerged Vishnu, the preserver, floating in water, Brahma, this creator with four heads, and Shiva, the destroyer with five elements. The Trinity arises from a singularity. Now, the cycles and wheels of creation. Let's pause and imagine something simple, a potter's wheel. This ancient device becomes our metaphor for the cosmos. Motion begins from a center fixed, silent, unmoving. The reim spins, the clay shapes, and form arises. In physics, this rotational symmetry, this is called the rotational symmetry. In philosophy, it's the balance between Purusha, consciousness, and Prakriti in matter. The potter does not need to speak. Like a silent Shiva, he watches. The wheel spins and the matter responds. Now, from fire to form, vision and resonance. Creation begins with the resonance. A cavity vibrates and sound is born. This is Agni, fire. First creation in ancient thought and now known as a quantum field. Fire represents transformation. From silence comes vibration, and vibration comes sound. And from sound comes thought. Our ancestor discovered focus, geometry, the curved cosmos. As humans, we seek focus, that singular point where all lines meet. Ancient geometry saw triangles, circles, then domes. The sky is curved, not flat. Why? Because it reflects our perception of infinite space from a fixed vantage point. Focus collapses scattered reality into order. Energy converges, and in that convergence, matter is born. Like photons bending around mass, like minds bending towards clarity, creation is a focused act. The God and the unified field. Look at the sun, and you see more than light. You see Brahman, the one flame splitting into thousands. The ancient describes this with gods. For example, Indra, the king of God with 1,000 eyes, Vishnu, which floats in cosmic water, Brahma with 4 faces to see all directions, and Shiva, the steel force behind movement. These are not myths. These are representation of energy fields, of balance and imbalance, of entropy and order. They are theory personified. When the sun watches you with 1,000 eyes or 1,000 rays, it is reminding you you are part of this field. Now, from one to many. The Big Bang reimagined. Modern cosmology now begins where ancient philosophy once did, with a bright egg, a Brahmanda. The egg burst, not chaotically, but with purpose. The explosion becomes stars. The stars became planets. Planets became consciousness. The Big Bang in this model is not random. It is resonant, a sound wave, a vibration, a thought. The idea of Maya, illusion, tells us the sky we see is a projection, a reflective dome shape of our senses. This is not science versus philosophy. This is science through philosophy. Trust me. Consciousness can be described as a feedback loop. Here, we enter a deeper layer. Consciousness is not just a byproduct of matter, it is a feedback loop between observer and observed. The goddess Shakti or energy desires to observe herself. This desire creates contrast, which creates motion, which creates duality. And duality gives rise to experience. Like two mirrors facing each other, mind and matter reflect endlessly. The self, the I, arises not from chemical reaction, but from resonance of fields aligned in awareness. This is where science meets soul. Completeness through cycles. This chapter ends where it begins, with cycles. All things return, stars collapse into black holes, thoughts return as dreams, water evaporates, rains, flows and evaporates again. Our breath is a cycle. Our lives are cycles. Even the universe is a cycle, from silence to explosion to silence again. In these cycles, we find purpose. Not to escape the universe, but to become conscious of our place in it. Why this chapter matters? So, why does this chapter matter? Because it reframes creation, it invites us to see the universe not as a cold, accidental machine, but as a living, breathing, cyclical reality where physics meets poetry and consciousness is not an accident, but a principle. In the next chapter, we'll go deeper into duality, resonance, deities, quantum simulation and consciousness. But always we'll come back to the first insight. Matters and mind are two dancers. Their music is creation, the rhythm is cycle, and the story is ours. Thank you for joining me. I hope this chapter has inspired new questions, new thoughts, and perhaps even a new sense of wonder. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if this resonates with you. See you next time.